Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Previously, we explored the wild world of Giftsplosion events, the annual Christmas giveaway that Roblox did every year from 2007 to 2017. But what if I told you that Christmas wasn't the only time Roblox gave us cool challenges to do for free stuff? That's right, because Halloween was another time where Roblox did events similar to Giftsplosions, because every year from 2007 to 2018, Roblox held not just one giveaway, but sometimes multiple giveaways in the same month. This could range from literally anything, from building contests to scavenger hunts to paintball tournaments. So in today's video, I'm going to go over literally every single official Roblox Halloween event in detail to see which ones were hits and which ones weren't. Starting us off strong with the OG Roblox Halloween event, the Spooky Building Contest, hosted all the way back in 2007. This contest, like most events held back then, was extremely simple and small scale. Build a spooky place for Halloween. That's it. The plan was simple. Make a new Roblox account with RSBC in the name and upload a Halloween-themed place to said new account. There were 10 categories for this contest, and the winner of each category would win a special prize, which we'll get into later. The categories were Best Place with less than 200 bricks, Cutest, Most Horrifying, the Best Halloween Capture the Flag map, Most Clever Script, Best Halloween Model, Most Atmospheric Graveyard, Creepiest Tree, Best Use of Zombies, and Scariest Monster. There were also a couple of bonus challenges like Most Visits and a YouTube video contest which had 3 winners. So in total, this contest had 14 winners. Why does this matter, you ask? Well, because no matter the category or bonus challenge, all winners of this contest won none other than the Eerie Pumpkin Head. One of the absolute most rare and expensive Roblox hats of all time. Right up there next to the Dominus Emprius and the Cleos Red. What's crazy to me is that there's still 9 copies of the Eerie Pumpkin Head floating around, and considering that it's valued at 6 million Robux, you better believe that these guys' accounts are locked up tight. Following the Spooky Building Contest, we got the Roblox Halloween Treasure Hunt, which was more simple in concept and execution compared to the Spooky Building Contest. The entire event took place in one map in which players had to find all 12 hidden lore books to win the grand prize. The prize being a hat called the Crimson Cat's Eye. Now, the actual event, similar to other super old Roblox events, involved messaging an account to win the prize. The account being Haunted Hill, the same account that made the place where the lore books were found. Similar to that of the Void Star event, where you had to message an account called Swinburne to win the prize. You had to message Haunted Hill with Cat Eye to win here. Now, the main reason that the Crimson Cat's Eye isn't as rare as the Eerie Pumpkin Head is A, the event had theoretically infinite winners, and B, you could have also bought this item for 50,000 tickets. And that was all that really happened for 2007. I think, honestly, the only reason this year was special was because of the Eerie Pumpkin Head. It's literally one of the most expensive hats in the entire catalog, right up next to the Big 4 Domini. The very recent Roblox Classic event actually had a lore book collecting minigame. There were 10 lore books around the hub, and if you found all of them, you would win a token. Whether or not this was a direct reference to the Halloween treasure hunt is unknown, but knowing Twin Atlas, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. 2008 only had one Halloween event, surprisingly. Colloquially known as the Halloween Scavenger Hunt 2, this featured a game called Yorick's Resting Place. I actually made a video a long time ago about Yorick's Resting Place where I played through the entire map in one video. The TLDR is that Yorick's Resting Place was a game where you had to solve a bunch of different riddles to progress through the map, and at the very end, you would win a hat called the Riddling Skull. A pretty cool looking item if you ask me. One good thing about this hat is that it's actually not too rare, so if you're looking for a cool classic hat to wear on your avatar, this is a great option. I think this event was pretty cool. It's been very well documented, and you can play it in Novitas if you want. It won't actually give you the hat though. 2009 gave us 2 absolute bangers, those being the Halloween Treasure Hunt 3 and the first ever Halloween Paintball event. Starting with the Halloween Treasure Hunt, there were 2 items to win, the Ruby Serpent Mummy Mask and Sinister P. That's right, the first ever entrance into the Sinister Pumpkin series was actually won in this event. Unfortunately, this place is now locked, so the only footage I can show you here is this. Yep, I mean, just, you want to talk about absolutely gorgeous 8K footage right here. Just crisp. Like, the chat takes up half the screen. Like, how does this guy even see? Okay, joking aside, the next event in 2009 was the original Roblox Halloween paintball event. Paintball games have had a very special place in Roblox's history for a very long time now. From the original Mike's Paintball tournament to this, to future events, there's actually been enough for an entire video, but that's for another day. The original Halloween paintball tournament was extremely bare bones, even by 2009 standards. It was just a simple Halloween-themed paintball game where you would win 2 hats by participating. The orange paintball mask by winning a round, and the Halloween Paintball 2009 trophy by being the MVP of any match. One thing I like about these hats specifically is that they aren't limited. Every hat up until this point has been a limited item after the event was over, but these 2 are locked. I think Roblox started to realize that some of these items were more special than others. In 2010, we went back to only having one event, the 2010 Halloween Capture the Flag. Similar in structure to the 2009 paintball game, but instead being a Capture the Flag map. The theme of this game was vampires versus werewolves, and there were 3 major prizes: the vampire crown, the hollow hood, and the werewolf crown. There was a unique mechanic in this event that's actually extremely pay to win, those being the silver dust and garlic necklace gears. The silver dust caused the werewolves to do less damage to the player wearing it, and the garlic necklace did the same but for vampires. Honestly, this was a strange move in 2010. Making something so blatantly pay to win is something that has become synonymous with modern Roblox, but this was 14 years ago. On top of that, this was also the year where the vampire and werewolf packages were released. And honestly, the 2010 event was trash. Making such a pay-to-win game seemed really scummy for Roblox, especially way back in 2010. Not sure what they were thinking there. Thankfully, things picked up again in 2011 with the Roblox Halloween Paintball 2. The long-awaited sequel to Roblox's banger Halloween paintball event was finally here. Similar to 2009, this was a round-based game where each round lasted 7 minutes. There were 4 prizes for this game, double that of 2009. The Halloween 2011 paintball cap, the Halloween 2011 paintball trophy, the Halloween 2011 fearless paintball mask, and the pterodactyl. Each of these were won by getting each badge associated with them. The 2011 cap for being on the winning team, the trophy for being the MVP, the mask for finding a secret mask on the edge of the map, and the pterodactyl for shooting all the crows hidden around the map. Think of this as the final form of the 2009 paintball tournament. I will say, however, that the prizes for the 2009 tournament are way cooler. The trophy hat that sits on your head is such a banger classic item, and they kind of did the same thing here, but it just isn't as cool. In 2012, there wasn't a Halloween event. Yeah, just none at all. That kind of sucks, honestly, because 2012 was a really great year for Roblox. And instead of a Halloween event, we just got a bunch of random corporate garbage. Thankfully, this was more than remedied in 2013 with the return of not 1, but 2 Halloween events. The first being the Blockstober 2013 costume contest, in which you needed to upload a picture of your costume to this website along with your Roblox username. There were a whopping 500 winners of this contest. I have no idea how they picked those. All of whom won literally the ugliest Roblox hat I have ever seen, and the top 5 winning 5 more hats: Vlad the Impaler 5, Halloween Harbinger, Cursed Mummy of Ramses II, It, and the Jacko Mist. What's interesting about this event was the stipulations the contest came with. Roblox really didn't want you using limiteds or off-sale items in your costume. Sorry, Eerie Pumpkinhead owners. If you did, your score would be deducted. Honestly, that's kinda sick if you ask me, forcing everyone to be on relatively the same playing field for a change. Nice going, Roblox. But that wasn't the only Halloween event for 2013, because right after this came arguably the most complicated, convoluted, expansive, and difficult Roblox event ever. You're probably thinking, difficult? What do you mean difficult? Yeah, you heard me. I understand that there are a lot of words associated with Roblox event, especially now. Grindy, annoying, and most importantly, sponsored. But difficult? Well, this event was called Blockstober 2013, and it had arguably the hardest event game in the history of Roblox, and it was called The Witching Hour. A Roblox official game in which you had to collect a whopping 31 Bloxicons. That's right, 31. It's no wonder that this is also the only event in Roblox history where you could actually pay to get early access, unlocking 2 bonus hats. Okay, so here's the breakdown. The Witching Hour was a game similar to your average town game like Welcome to Bloxburg. You went around the map doing a bunch of tasks like collecting 10 spider legs, collecting 16 sewing needles, and other things like that. What was cool is that a lot of the Bloxicans were based off of community members or admins. In fact, the first 13 were based off people like Stickmaster Luke, Bright Eyes, Shedletsky, and Sorkus. I'm not going to go over every single Bloxican, obviously, as that would make this video extremely long, but it is important to go over the prizes. Prizes for this event were given out based off of how many Bloxicans you collected. Everyone who collected at least one Bloxican got the Halloween checkered bow tie. 5 Bloxicans netted you the Spookoween hat. 10 would get you the Amethyst vampire collar. 15 Bloxicans got you the bat phones. 20 got you the Noir riddling skull. 25 awarded you the purple pumpkin inferno. 30 got you the cloak of the living dead. And for those players who not only got all 31 Bloxicans and defeated a boss called Bloxhilda, they were awarded the extremely rare orange banded top hat, regarded as one of the rarest off-sale Roblox event items on the entire platform. It's unknown just how many orange banded top hats there are in existence, but we can guess. If we go off how many people have the Portal badge in the official game, at most, there would be 2,011 copies. However, there could have been people who beat Bloxhilda that didn't get all 31 Bloxicans, so that would bring the number down. And there are plenty of deleted 2013 accounts, some of which could have had the top hat in their inventory. Now, Roblox has done other collectathons like egg hunts and dev hunts and whatnot, but this one definitely takes the cake. Not only were the prizes for this event absolute pig, but the actual event itself was decently cool. Oh, you thought we were done? Because on top of all of those prizes, there were also 13 paid gifts released in the catalog, similar to that of a Giftsplosion. The Night Bat Shades for 100 Robux, the Tiger's Eye for 500, Vlad the Impaler 8 for 200 Robux, the Spider Shades for 300, the Merry Prankster for 250, Dr. Spook's Magic Top Hat for 350, the White Fang package for 500 Robux, the Jack-o'-lantern Fedora for 750, Sinister V for 1,000, the Frankenstein Top Hat for 1,500, Shriek for 3,000, the Sharp-Dressed Pumpkin Man for 5,000, and for a whopping 31,000 Robux, the Doomsicker, the brother of the Doosecker from the Giftsplosion event. Now, this event was not without its controversies, like how it was completely inaccessible for mobile players, or that there were several complaints about the event being nearly impossible to complete without buying the Hollow Cycle for 999 Robux. The servers were bad, there were bugs, and some of the quests were super long and obnoxious. Also, apparently the items won by beating monsters came in the form of loot chests that had random items inside. So let's say that you killed a spider. You didn't have a 100% chance to get a piece of string or a spider leg, and this made event quests extremely long and people were not happy. That being said, however, this event was really something else. It had its hiccups, but comparing the effort and time put into this event to the amount put into events like the Hunt, and it's not even comparable. Finally, moving on to 2014, we got the sequel to Bloxtober 2013 with Bloxtober 2014, and the event game Hallows Eve 2014, The Witching Hour Returns. This game was wildly different from 2013 because instead of having to wander around a town for hours at a time, you had to play a defensive game where you protected a cauldron from evil monsters such as ghosts, Frankenstein, mummies, and other such spooky enemies. One thing to note was that this was the first Halloween event that was actually sponsored, being sponsored by Disney XD and even having a sponsored round and an item that costed 1 ticket. There were 11 event prizes this time around, all involving completing different challenges. The Crystal Skull of Defeated Skeletons was won by killing all 4 kinds of skeletons, the Construction Zombie was won by killing all 4 kinds of zombies, the Biker Werewolf was won by killing 4 kinds of werewolves, the Frankenshades were won by killing all 4 kinds of Frankensteins, the Wizard Lizard was won by killing all 4 kinds of dinosaurs, and the Royal Serpent Mummy was won by killing all 4 kinds of mummies. There were also a few boss-specific items. King of the Vlads was won by defeating Vlad the Impaler, Umberhollow the Extinguished was won by defeating Lord Umberhollow, Oblivious Troll was won by defeating the Troll Warlord, and the Macho Taco was won by defeating Dawnzilla. I think that one was sponsored too. Similar to 2013, this event was received with mixed feelings, as some knocked Roblox for sneaking a sponsor into to the event, while others praised it for not being as long and grindy as 2013 was. However, as time passed, players eventually put this above 2013 as being much more simple with the same amount of prizes. Speaking of prizes, there were another 13 gifts released for 2014, arguably with even better items. The baddie scarf of affordable style for 50 Robux, the skull of Robloxians past for 100, Vlad the Impaler 9 for 300 Robux, the wise old tree, the deluxe rag tree for 250, the epic vampire face for 500, the final reaper for 600, the macabre milliner? The Macabre Milliner for 700 Robux, the Death Metal headphones for 800, Sinister Q for 1000, the Masked Hood of the Overseeker for 2000, the Archfiend's Trophy Shoulders for 2000, the Black Iron Bat Helm for 10,000, and for yet another whopping 31,000 Robux, Ghost Eerie. Yet another banger retexture of the Dooseeker. Some people may find this to be lazy of Roblox, but when you have a mesh that's good as the Dooseeker, why wouldn't you want to retexture it a million times? But now, as with most of these videos, things start to taper off in quality, as Bloxtober 2015 is widely regarded as one of Roblox's worst events ever. A boring, sponsor, lackluster, buggy mess with some of the worst prizes ever given out in the site's history. There were only 3 prizes given out to players for free from the event game, and they were all Nerf themed, as that was the sponsor of the event. How fitting. Another thing was that 2 of the games were dev games, and not ones made by Roblox themselves. Thankfully, the event wasn't a complete bust, as the gifts this time were also extremely good. The Knit Bat costed 50 Robux, the Skull Bandana for 100, Vlad the Impaler 10 for 250, Fancy Ghost Friend for 350, Zombie Bandana for 500, You Mad Yeti for 600, Bright Eyes Witch's Brew Hat for 700, Ghost Wings for 800, Sinister Bee for 1,000, Otherworldly Antlers for 2,000, Overseer Row for 5,000, the Violet Eye for 10,000, and once again for 31,000 Robux, the Sparkle Time Classic Pumpkinhead, complete with a sparkle effect. To be fair though, you can stick an event with as many cool items as you want, but it doesn't change the fact that this entire thing was a sponsored garbage event with absolutely zero substance. And 2016 wasn't much better, but it arguably wasn't much worse either. However, the only good stuff to come out of the event was actually in the teaser for it, instead of the actual event itself. Instead of releasing all the gifts and event items at once, Roblox decided to split the Halloween 2016 event into 2 different events, one being the teaser and the other being the event itself. The teaser had 13 gifts just like the last event. The Candy Corn Horns for 50 Robux, the Zombie Bandana for 100, Vlad 11 for 300, the Dragon Crown of Ancient Magic for 400, the T-Rex Skull for 500, the Hood of Future Vision for 600, the Hallows Eve Top Hat for 700, the Sinister Bowler for 800, Sinister K for 1,000, the Dark Seed Antlers for 2,000, the Corblox Ice Dragon Wings for 5,000, the Lost Souls Head Row for 10,000, and the highly praised Dominus Praefectus for 31,000 Robux. These gifts were also extremely cool, and the great news was that the event hadn't even started yet. People were excited, but would soon be disappointed by the lackluster event and horrible event items. This was once again another sponsored Nerf event with some more trash and only one official Roblox game. In fact, this event was so bad, the wiki page for it looks like this. Yeah, 2017 wasn't much better, as this was yet another sponsored event. However, at least 2016 had gifts for players to buy with banger items inside. 2017 didn't have any of that. It really was the biggest fall off in terms of quality. It was once again another boring event with bad games, bad challenges, and somehow even worse prizes. Thankfully at this point, the Roblox player base kind of knew what to expect when it came to events. Gone were the days of orange banded top hats and paintball tournaments. In its place was instead this greedy, soulless corporate garbage that we've all come to expect from Roblox today. And finally, the limp end to one of Roblox's most beloved event series came upon us in 2018 with yet another boring, soulless, obnoxious, sponsored dev hunt with bad prizes, bad challenges, and zero effort. I will say, in 2018's defense, however, the actual quality of the items was better compared to 2017, but they were all still just awful looking and did not fit Roblox at all. To be honest, the fall of Roblox Halloween events is much sadder than the fall of Giftsplosion, because while Giftsplosion ended with equally bad events, Halloween was a much more excruciating experience, as we were all strung along much longer than Giftsplosion. Giftsplosion also ended a year before Halloween did, which also caused it to kind of just poof out of existence, whereas Halloween was slowly choked out for every cent it was possibly worth. Personally, I only have one Halloween event item in my entire inventory, so it shows even back then, I myself didn't even care all that much. I will say that it does get me wondering if Roblox is going to bring back Halloween. I mean, say what you want about the classic, but there's no denying the fact that it started something. A chain reaction, if you will. I think that with the direction Roblox is going right now, there's a non-zero chance that Halloween could actually happen in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!